All right, let's have a look at Progress Quiz 2. Again, another crossword here. There's one word in here which you don't need to worry about. Don't stress about this, okay? Let's go just through the acrosses and then we'll go to the downs. Number 5, across, when a muscle it gets shorter, it contracts. Okay, we have contracting and we have relaxing, and we were talking about antagonistic pairs. When one of them contracts, the other one relaxes. One of them gets shorter, the other one gets longer. Number 6, joining two bones together. Those were our ligaments. And we saw the videos where with Mr. Day, who said he'd snapped his ACL. That meant he'd snapped a ligament. That means the bones were disconnected. 7, joins muscle to bones. Those are the tendons. And again, if you stretch your muscles maybe too much, if you overexercise, you can damage your tendons. Now, 8, this is the word you don't need to worry about, okay? When you remove your bones, joints, and muscles, this is called biomechanics, okay? Just very briefly, mechanics is about motion, okay, and about how things work together. Biomechanics, bio obviously is to do with your body, biology, yeah, so this is it. Don't worry, okay? That's not a word I expect you to know. Okay, let's look at down. Let's look at number 1. Pairs of muscles working together to control movement, antagonistic, okay? 2 examples. You've got your bicep and your tricep. Bicep shortens, contracts. The tricep lengthens, i.e. relaxes. If one of them does the opposite, the other one opposites as well, okay? That's how we can bend our arm. Another example is in the in your thigh, your quadricep and your hamstring. Quadricep relaxes, hamstring contracts, and vice versa. Strong, smooth tissue that covers the end of the bones. That is the cartilage. That is the cartilage. It should be there. Yeah, sorry, I couldn't find it for a second. Cartilage. That's used to stop the bones from rubbing together. All of the bones rub together. That is the skeleton. Okay, and part of the skeleton where the 2 bones join together, that's called a joint. Okay, that's the point where they join. Join plus point equals joint. Last one, a tissue that forms a hard structure. Well, think about it. Your bones are hard. Okay. Then we've got this gap fill to think about the function of the skeleton. Okay, firstly, your bones are in your skeleton. You should know that. And the things they do here, they support the body, yeah. Creates a framework, i.e. to hold everything up. It protects the vital organs. For example, your skull prevents your brain from being damaged. We talked about lungs and the heart being protected by the rib cage. Helps us move. We've talked about muscles pulling on bones, causing us to move. And then lastly, it makes blood cells. That's one that maybe people didn't know so much about. Okay, in the middle of the bones, there's bone marrow, which produces red and white blood cells. Okay, you've seen this one before, hopefully. We have a diagram showing the different parts of the body. Let's start up here. This is the muscle. Okay, and the muscle is connected to this bit of bone via the tendon. Okay, there's another example of bone down here. Bone and bone are connected to one another via this thing, the ligament. Okay, and then we've got the 2 bits which are used to kind of protect our bones. One, this green bit here, because it's right next to the bone, that is the cartilage. It's the stuff which is smooth and allows our bones to stop them rubbing together. But there's also fluid in there, and the fluid is being there to be a kind of shock absorber. Last one, just a definition of our different types here. The tendon joins the muscle to the bone. The bone is a hard structure which allows us to move if it's pulled on by the tendon, by the muscle. Fluids keep us slippery. We talked about lubrication in our forces unit. Well, that's what's doing here. We've got our fluid allowing things to keep slipping past one another. And then we've got ligaments which join the 2 bones together. Lastly, we have cartilage which covers the end of the bones to stop them rubbing together, i.e. to stop you experiencing pain. I think we saw Miss Rickford, who had a problem with the cartilage in her knees. If you don't have cartilage, then that means you're going to have a lot of problems when you're moving.